Okay, so as soon as I push that button, the wind starts blowing, so I'll record this or re-record it if it gets staticky, or maybe I'll get smart and actually grab my microphone that I have. But we are here, we're camping. Electric sites, $15. Primitive, $12. There are 61 sites that I counted, and I know that's a big number for me, but I think I'm right. Mix of electric and primitive. Primitive are all the way at the back. There isn't a map showing the lay of the land here, but 61, you got to keep driving for the primitive ones. Just keep going and going in there at the back end of the loop. And there are lots of shady, sunny. Each site has 2 park benches and a fire pit. Some are right on the water. Some are not right on the water. Some are full sun, some are partial sun, some are full shade, some are partial shade. There's a really good mix, and I'm going to stay here for a few days. And did I say what the name of this thing was? No, I don't think I did, because I don't think I can pronounce it. Anyways, let's walk around. As it says, it is self-registration. You grab one of these envelopes down here, bring your own pen because they don't have any. You fill that out, tear off your little tab that goes on your site, and you drop it in this pole. Then you're not breaking the law. Campers to the left of me, hunters to the right. Here I am, stuck in the middle with you. But that's okay. We're going to walk through some of the camp area without invading anyone's privacy. A sheriff pickup truck went through, so I guess we are on an area that is monitored by law enforcement, which is good. Alrighty, I don't want to get too close to anybody, so I'll try to walk down and check out some things without interfering with people. See, 61. I told you I could count. There is potable water, or there are potable water spigots scattered throughout. They are shared, and you have handicap accessible pit restrooms, some benches, and garbage cans scattered throughout. Turns into a one-way street after a little while and loops around, and you take that to the right and you keep going back and you'll find your non-electric campsites. These are pull-through. They have a few pull-through sites available here, as you can see. There's also a playground for the kiddos, and there's actually a second playground behind this tree that's blocking our view. More restrooms and a playground and swings. And then across here, more garbage, and there's some little walkways you can go down there to get to the water from the campsites. And there is also half-court basketball, actually a little smaller than half-court, but there's a basketball hoop here, so you can play ball. This is going back through the loop for the non-electric sites. And there's a water spigot right here. Decent sized rig backed in there. And let's walk some more. More pit restrooms, and you can see we're right here on the water. You can't walk right up to it on the camping area or the non-electric area. You have to walk down some little paths to actually get to the water. It's a little bit downhill, but there are some paths. And I hear a puppy. As you see down there, you can get a lot closer to the water. There's a boat launch, I believe, somewhere, but this is a little pull-out trail in between campsites. And to actually get to the water, you have to go down there. I don't know if that depth shows well, but it's a good little walk down. Here's an inner campsite. You may not be able to tell, But beyond that second bench, you can actually see, I can anyways, I can see where there's another campsite that backs right up to it. There's not a lot of huge spacing like you'd have in national forests and things like that. The neighbors are close together. You see, here's a campsite here. Here's a campsite. And then we'll come beyond this tree. And there are two more campsites. One backing in here and one backing in there. So these are not secluded by any stretch of the imagination. But hey, you can't have that view all to yourself, can you? Squirrels are screaming at each other. It is worth noting there is a rifle range across the water from the camping, and I think they started shooting at like 9 o'clock in the morning. Just a heads up. The campsite is down this at the end of this road to the left, where you can see that where it turns off to the left. We're going for a walk in the opposite direction. This is the direction we came in off of the main road. I do believe there was a road off to your right coming in. Somewhere around there. We're going to go walk down that road. I have come to a fork in the road. I don't think there's anything important on this fork. I'll let you know. Okay, I can see water in the background and there's parking back there. I'm going to walk this way just to see what's here. It may just be a loop. I do believe we should be near the end of the road. I've been walking for a little while. I could pull up the map and look at it and find out very easily, but where's the fun in that? Found some park benches. We're getting closer. There's some water out there. Little building, maybe restrooms. See what these two little red things are. Potable water. Let's take a look at this. Is this a dump station? There's potable water. And there's a sign here. And a thing on the ground. This may be a dump station. Water not to be used for drinking Okay. That, my friends, is a dump station. There is not one at the campgrounds, but there is one here at the waterfront. We'll walk down that road to the water in a minute. Let's go this way. Road ends in water. I seem to have a thing for finding these signs that say road ends in water. Let's go end in the water. I'm assuming this leads down to a boat ramp or circles around or something, but at this point your guess is as good as mine. But I think the road ends in the water. It doesn't look like it loops back to that road, or maybe it does around the corner. Hold you guys up. Can you tell? I can't tell. I have found signs of humans. For the record, this road does not end in the water. It ends in a little parking lot. Maybe if the water was way high, it would come up this far. I have no idea. There's some little interesting little contraption over here. And there's some kind of dock thing out in the middle of the water. Oh, there's a puppy dog by the car. Okay, I'm going to stop this for a second. I don't want to get any humans in the videos. This road comes down by the water. There's a person down here swimming with the puppy. Over there. Where there's this interesting dock contraption out there in the middle of the water with no access to it. And there's that other piece of a dock that I just captured on the land. I don't know, maybe it's something they've taken apart. You can't see it, but there's a turtle sitting on that rock right there on the left side by the water. There's a turtle hanging out there. There's a heron right there. We're going to go back the other road that went to the right. I'm going to walk back there and I'll pick you guys up there. We are back around to the dump station. What is this? I didn't see this before. Lease deposit boat launch fee. Apparently, you're supposed to pay something to launch your boat. I didn't see any signs that say anything about a fee to launch a boat. Maybe there is somewhere and I haven't seen it yet. There's a lot of parking. Of course, if you look, you'll see this lot is empty. Maybe it's because nobody wants to pay a fee to use a boat launch. I wouldn't want to pay a fee to use a boat launch. That's kind of ridiculous, I think. Assuming that you've already got state boat registrations and everything else. I know where I've come from, you've had to have your boats registered and whatnot, and there's fees for that. I'm assuming you'd have something similar happening here. This has the boat launch at the end. Little sidewalk goes out, maybe to a little dock, maybe. Gonna pan to the right. Got a reservoir over here with 3 locks. Water level is down. You can see those 3 locks out there. As soon as it clears that bush. There you go. Water level's a good deal below those guys. I don't know what the water level reservoir, some of those things, they open them at certain times and then they'll let water accumulate for certain times. I have no insights into that. I'm going to walk down to the water. Let's read the signs. The one says no swimming. I don't know what the others say. Driving on the riverbed is prohibited. That makes sense. There's a bird. Right there, somewhere. See how close I can get before he flies. Just thinking about it. He's gone. Bye-bye. He's going to complain about it a little bit, which is fine. Understood. Run him off. He doesn't have to be happy about it. This, my friends, is the loneliest boat launch I've ever seen in my life. Not a soul here. This is the other side of where the dump station is. There's his and her single restroom with electric and water, a water fountain there. And this is just up from the lonely boat launch. I still have not seen anything that says what the fees are to launch a boat. That is so strange. Who knows? Alrighty then, I am walking back from the boat launch, and best I can figure on the boat fee, launch fee, is that that's doesn't apply anymore. That collection tube is just there from a time when they used to have a fee for that. And quick recap. So the camping here, $15 a night. And you get 15, 30, or 50 amp service, water, and you've got a dump station over here, access to that, or $12 for just primitive camping, no electric. Still have 2 picnic tables and a fire ring, all that good fun stuff. It's not boondocking, it's not free, but you know, for what you're getting, let's say you have an RV, you can fill your water, up to 50 amp service for electric, and a dump station for $15. I think that's a pretty good deal, but I don't have an RV, so I don't know a lot about some of that, but I would think it's a pretty good deal. And I suppose you could just come over here to the boat launch and they've got fresh water, potable water, and they've got the dump. So you could do that for free. Sit down there, have a picnic by the water on the lonely boat launch. That seems like a good deal too. What do you guys think?